It is my honor today to be able to really present to you one of the great classmates that you have, Amy Alton. Amy, some of you know, and some of you who don't know her. Amy is originally a native of Cleveland, Ohio, and I'm sorry. I'm not sure what's happening over here. She's a graduate of Mount Union College. She worked for the Sherman-Williams Paint Company for several years as project leader. At the Nicholas School, Amy focused on environmental economics and policy, the same concentration that I had. And she focused also on business and the environment within that concentration. In addition to her academic endeavors, she served as president of Forum. She was voted the outstanding first-year student. And she worked for the U.S. EPA last summer dealing with port policy. Amy was able to go to New Orleans, Houston, Boston, and Baltimore, among other places. She's an interest in continuing this environmental work in the maritime industry. Right now, I've also heard that beyond her academic endeavors, Amy is also a leader in field day cross-cutting saw competition. Apparently, she and her team won, and I hear the Olympics are next before she finds a job. So, may I present Amy Alton.
Good morning, everyone. Bobby, thank you so much. That's actually a great segue into my focus for today, which is strength. No, not my own. Okay, anyways. And no, not the strength of our highly competitive Green Devils intramural softball team, basketball team. I love those guys. As well as soccer, I'm sorry, soccer team too. I'm referring to the strength of the Nicholas School. The aspects that add value to its name and to its ability to stand above the rest. Among the school's greatest assets are, of course, its renowned professors, its experienced staff, and photographers. But at the end of the day, it is us, the student body, that is the lifeblood of the Nicholas School. There's been recent talk about the death of environmentalism, a downward shift in the role and capabilities of the environmental professional. However, what I've been a part of here over the past 2 years has been quite to the contrary. As individuals, each of us has shown personal conviction and drive to finish that master's thesis, to finish that dissertation up to the 240th page. Also in passion to remain steadfast in our environmental focus. But we've also come together to be quite the environmental force to be reckoned with. Collective action is critical to our plight. We have shown that there is strength in numbers. I'd like to bring to your attention some of the outstanding accomplishments that have resulted when Nicholas School students work together. Over the course of 2 years, we have worked on several united fronts that have proven worthwhile, as exemplified by the following milestones. In just 2 years, the Environmental Internship Fund, you guys are out there, these guys leveraged over $14,000 to provide valuable internship funding for students to work both internationally and nationally on programs that benefit the public good. Then there's the Duke University Greening Initiative, or as we affectionately refer to it, Dookie. With many of the members, as well as leadership, sitting among us today, they uncompromisingly worked to ensure the signing of an university-wide environmental policy. Their efforts paid off this year on March 1st, 2005, when President Dick Broadhead, as well as Chancellor of Health Affairs, Victor Zhao, committed not only Duke University, but Duke Medical Center, to an ethic of environmental sustainability and stewardship. Pretty impressive. And we can't forget the Coastal Society out at the Duke Marine Lab. You know about that? Come on, what are you I'm upset. These guys peeled over 200 pounds of shrimp. I don't even know what that means, like if it fills the stage or whatever. It was locally purchased, channel caught shrimp that was sold at the Seafood Festival in Morehead City. The Coastal Society ran a booth that served to both educate the public as well as promote local sustainable fishing. And of course, there's Forum. And yes, we have a major milestone, and no, it's not ensuring the bi-monthly social gatherings. Well, even though we did have 100% of that. But rather, it was our ability to work together to move Spring Banquet to a new prestigious venue, the Washington Duke Inn. Yeah, it's quite impressive, because what I think it shows is that we have a shifting image of the environmental student. We have that same fiery passion, but just a new professional look. The type of look that says you're ready to tackle the environmental problems of the 21st century. We understand that environmental problems are not going to be solved just in-house. So what did we do about it? Well, first, there's several joint degree students here. They crossed that barrier to enhance their skill set by getting another degree, and whether it was in public policy, or law, or business. In addition, we leveraged Duke University resources by establishing several strategic partnering efforts with students at other schools. A few collaborations come to mind. First, a few Nicholas School students were members of the Environmental Law Society. We also have students that sit on the editorial board of the Duke Environmental Law and Policy Forum, which publishes a law journal and coordinates a symposium at Duke Law School. Also, several of us ventured over to the Fuqua School of Business to help establish a business and environment club within their pre-established social impact club. This is where we ensure that the environmental viewpoint remains prominent, especially in the minds of the future business leaders. As these milestones and collaborative efforts have shown, there have been great success. The kind of success that can transcend these walls and be used to benefit the real world. But let us not forget the individuals that comprise these groups. It is our conviction that has generated such success. Our personal conviction has been strengthened by the fact that there's no easy path when you choose to become an environmental professional. I'm talking about the sort of conviction that keeps you in the computer lab night after night, day after day, working on projects to the point that you feel like you need to celebrate your birthday in there. We are diverse in our knowledge, in our interests, experience, and skill set. Herein lies the strength of the Nicholas School. The strength that creates a balanced scorecard for environmental protection that spans across land and species conservation, coastal zone management, effective policy making, environmental advocacy. And this is regardless if you choose to work in industry or nonprofit, or if you choose to stay here in academia. Recognize and appreciate one another. Realize that the people that sit around you today make up a strong network. And that's not just over here, that's everywhere. You each have unique skills and a knowledge base that creates an expertise. the type of expertise that can and will be used by the environmental community. Make sure to use these valuable resources in the future as you have effectively done here. Finally, let us not underestimate our ability as individuals or as members of the collective to generate sound science, to inform the public, to infiltrate business, and to influence policy. It is now on us to act as the vital connectors between science and policy. I truly appreciate the opportunity to speak to you today. It has been both an honor and a blessing. I wish you all the very best of luck.